Hello and welcome to ET Government Logistics Summit Rajasthan. Joining me is the program chair of the summit and Principal Secretary Industries and Commerce, Government of Rajasthan, Mr. Ajitabh Sharma. Sir, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Arpit.
Sir, Rajasthan is among the fastest moving states in the logistics ranking issued by the Ministry of Industries and Commerce. How the ecosystem of logistics is growing in Rajasthan and what are your some of the flagship initiatives?
See, as I what highlighted during my inaugural speech also, so how to define logistics. So the line between disorder and order, that is what logistics is. And our whole theme behind our initiatives and the new policy which we are going to draft very soon and put in public domain for stakeholder consultation would be based on this very theme and extending it further ahead. So it is like something standardize, integrate, optimize, and modernize by use of latest technology. That is the whole idea. And today's event, I am very thankful to ET government and the Economic Times Group for choosing Jaipur for such an interesting and exciting theme and the kind of participation of stakeholders, the researchers, academicians, the industry, policymakers, and the representatives from Government of India, ministries and authorities and regulatory bodies. It has been excellently exciting and interesting. And I think there are a lot of learnings which are there, and we'll try our best to incorporate most of the unique inputs we have received today. And then we'll be going back to the stakeholders with our first draft. And I think Rajasthan would be a way ahead in promoting and coming out with an excellent and unique policy. Thank you.
If you can share a couple of takeaways for you as the head of Industries and Commerce Department of Rajasthan out of this conference.
Yeah, like the foremost thing which I would like to highlight is that after a kind of a number of consultations with few of these stakeholders, there are some teething problems. And our major focus, apart from drafting the policy after having stakeholder consultation, would depend on more how to facilitate the prospective investors who are planning to come in Jaipur, and particularly those investors who are eyeing the Western Dedicated Freight Corridor. So the work is almost complete in the state of Rajasthan and the new expressways which have come up. So the identification of land in those areas, then kind of enter into the joint venture agreements with the private partners, how to garner support from Government of India agencies like NICDC, how to gather more and more data and statistics about the business potential in the hinterland of these identified areas where the multimodal logistic parks are supposed to come. So I think that is the biggest takeaway, and we have got a lot of good insight from this event regarding the actual requirement and expectations of the industry in this sector. I think that will go a long way in planning and coming out with an effective and efficient policy very soon.
How can multimodal transportation can fuel growth to the industrial ecosystem of Rajasthan?
See, as I said, the whole idea is what is logistics? Logistics is a line between disorder and order. And if you are able to successfully transform the existing disorder into order, because as of now, like the most of the logistic operations from beginning to the end, from origin to the destination, they happen by default. And there is huge transaction cost and transaction time which is involved. So the idea is to reduce the transaction cost, to reduce the transaction time, which ultimately brings in efficiency, it enhances the efficiency, it reduces the cost, which certainly is a big add to the national economy and to the state GSDP, and it further gives a boost and growth to the economy and business as such in the state. So our whole idea is how to smoothen out these things, the movement of goods, the movement of services, and not only that, even the movement of information. How the information moves through the value chains, which have now become very deep and long. So, if information moves fast, it is more readily available, there is more transparency, then decision making becomes very fast. through use of information technology. I think that is the whole idea, and that will reduce the cost of logistics. It will further reduce the cost of production, and we hope that should further reduce the prices for the end consumer.
Thank you so much for speaking to us and sharing your valuable thoughts
Thank you.
with ET Government. Stay tuned for more such updates from ET Government Logistics Summit Rajasthan. Thank you so much.